a trap. He's got a run of the map now, baby. If you can push and open up windows here for him to roam around, visit mid lane, visit top lane, Beryl can be everywhere. Beryl can be in your dreams. Beryl could be right behind you.
He can be in your nightmares as well, because when he lands that Bard ultimate, the Caitlyn trap follow-up is going to be insane. There's the Viego from Owner. Now Zeus, can you surprise us? Is it going to be a Fiora, a Camille, or does he have something else in store into his Aatrox? Gnar was one of his biggest comforts. Gwen, GP could be another one.
We saw the Fiora fall short just last game. Is he willing to run that back? What will he take into this matchup? Zeus has been such a powerful player, such a standout factor, such a game winner for T1 throughout the summer, throughout this year, and it's Gwen into the Aatrox.
Pulling the Gwen back out here. We'll see about the jungle pathing as well, if they can get up there. Those plus the support timings heavily influence that scaling. Gwen, if you can get to multiple items, what a monster.
But here's the problem. T1 are very low on engage. They don't have a whole lot of ways to start the fight outside of corruption. Hecarim for Pyosik.
Both these teams have thrown everything out of the window. They've come in with different strategies. A little bit of comfort as well. Pocket picks a piece. It's the last game of the year. It's the last game of these players this year. And they're going to put all the cards on the table. DRX have drafted Caitlyn, Bard, Hecarim into these immobile carries. And Zeus has gone for Gwen to get advantage over Kingen in the side lane.
This is it. This is your Game 5 draft. This is T1 versus DRX. The Hecarim and the Bard of DRX going up against the Gwen and Faker's Victor yet again.
No more storylines. It all comes down to play now. One game in front of you. Execute on the draft. Caitlyn finally let through in the
Grand
last game
final
of the year. Paired with Beryl's Bard, will it be enough?
Will Faker break another record? Will Beryl be the first person outside of the T1 organization to do it back to back in terms of getting those two titles? Fell short last year in the finals in that Game 5 Beryl. He lost to EDG, but now he's in another Game 5. Faker is also no stranger to these Game 5 scenarios. It's the experience from the players of Faker and Beryl, and 4 players on either side that could hoist their first title.
It's not just a test of mechanics, it's a test of your mind, it's a test of your endurance, mental, emotional, physical. Everything is now on one final game of League of Legends. Faker versus Zeka, the greatest to ever do it, and one of the most impressive Worlds performances we've ever seen from an individual, head to head, one more time.
And Zeka has been a monster. Zeka has been punishing Faker over and over this series.
Level 1s seem a bit stock standard right now. Keria very deep in the enemy jungle. I think DRX know that he's around there. Beryl's gonna base and swap over to Sweeper. We'll see if Keria
Todos con cuidado,
a little bit of support gold here. T1 want to invade. It's a Hecarim. Hecarim is so weak level 1. It looks like they want to take away that buff. Pyosik knows it. Needs to be very careful though. He could face check all of T1. If he moves towards this bot side jungle, he's around mid right now. Thinks twice about it. Is he gonna...
Oh, this is so concerning.
Pyosik sees them.
Y ya los viera.
The patience pays off. He waits, he goes for the safe route just over the wolves. T1 immediately on spawn.
Keria can push him off these though. So Pyosik's gonna lose his bot side jungle. Try to keep the Q stacks and then move towards Raptors. Clear up. What did DRX do with this? Gumayushi, they're gonna try and zone him away from the lane. Try to deny him some creeps.
That means you're gonna lose out though, because Owner got level 2 off blue buff, so now you're pushing the lane away. Jungle coming down to help out Guma and Keria get right back to lane.
Yeah, Guma will pick up all the creeps, gets the experience, might lose a couple in terms of gold, so DRX get the wave in, and they're facing a split map scenario, but I think Owner will go through mid to top side and try to control these 3 quadrants.
And it's really smart getting the early level 1 invade on this Hecarim. Very vulnerable champion to getting invaded upon. See if Pyosik can salvage some of this. Zeka, mid lane pressure, definitely has a big part in if he can get something back. It's just the blue buff that was stolen away though, and DRX saw Viego going back into the jungle, so not going to be too heavy heavily hit.
And let's remember the state of the draft. It was Caitlyn left open, but it was Karma picked first. That means T1 really wants to be able to have push, wants to be able to have control in this bottom lane early. With the Karma and the Varus together, you can see Zeka pushing in Faker here early on in the mid lane matchup, as topside Zeus has lane control versus Kingen. In terms of the state of junglers, you can see it's still just Owner pathing through his jungle. He skipped Krugs, going towards that top part of the map. Pioshik's already done his recall.
Yes, he has at that. Just clear off red quadrant. Very low health he was. You recall early for Hecarim. It's not that bad. You can still get your boots for the extra move speed, the extra damage conversion there, and go clean up his Gromp and Wolves. As we said, only the blue was taken, so not too
Es que no, era muy arriesgado.
There's no vision right now either.
Might look
He
for
can
a
smite
bot
this
lane.
grab and go for it.
Yeah, he could, but I think T1's bot lane are very cautious. TP on Varus, of course, into the Caitlyn. And this really stings for DRX. They need this Caitlyn lane to get the push and start poking the Varus on the tower. The Karma is the factor that allows T1 to push back against the Caitlyn. Zeka needs to react to this punch W from Owner. He needs to react to it, otherwise he's going to die.
Owner does not give him the time. Zeka flashes late, and T1 takes first blood.
Genius move here from Owner over the back of the Raptor wall, and it's even worse for Zeka. He flashes afterwards and still dies because Faker's got the Q-empowered auto in the air.
Owner testing Zeka there. Zeka failed the test. First blood over to T1, and that kill will get him a Caulfield's in base. Owner now going to cycle back through his camps. Pyosik struggling to find anything. All these lanes from DRX are getting pushed in. The Aatrox, the Azir, the Caitlyn are sitting on the tower. If Zeka reacts to this flash W, then it's just an even trade and he'll TP back, but he doesn't. He steps back into it as he gets the auto attack weave in. And like you said, Kobe, to rub salt in the wound, he flashes and dies.
Now for Pyosik, what can he get back? It's Owner first to the play. Owner first to get his team going ahead. This Hecarim, he knows he has a lot of gank potential. He knows that if he can find the angle, there's moves to be made. The problem is it's tough when T1 are playing right.
Ahí va de
Owner's
nuevo.
coming around again.
No tiene
Zeka
flash.
has no flash, but he's able to get behind the minions. He'll get out of this one. But Owner really trying to index towards Faker in this mid lane early on in game 5.
Yeah, again, burning cooldowns, burning mana off of Zeka, taking away the safety of that vision, putting his own control ward right back up here so he can control this very important pathway here. Start up the dragon. They've got bottom lane pushing. The multiple ganks towards mid have gotten them mid pressure, so it's an easy first dragon for T1.
Pushing lanes because there's no real threat. The Hecarim needs level 6. Like you just highlighted there, Kobe, the pushing lanes are so powerful in getting you these neutral objectives, and T1 are aware of it. Shut down the Hecarim early. Pyosik needs to farm to 6 before he can impact the map, so T1 can start getting these early game advantages. Top crab spawning soon. Owner might path his way up there. Herald's in 2 minutes. Pyosik needs to get to 6 before that spawns. Looking for some Raptors though.
Trying to steal him away a little bit. Walks on up, pops Spirit of Dread. Gets himself right back out.
No,
Now
se lo robó.
topside, the fights continue. Zeus versus Kingen. Zeus with the ulti finds a lot of needlework there into Kingen, who's not able to continue the trade after already using the cooldowns. And Owner will again look for Zeka in mid. He will chase him away as Faker absorbs this wave. Meanwhile, back in top, Q3 hits the mark. Infernal Chain, solo kill for Kingen in the top lane.
Best top laner in the world. Who? 369 and Zeus is in discussion. Kingen's in the World Finals. He had an amazing game 3 and 4, and now in this game 5, solo kills Zeus.
When
The pressure is on. It's Kingen who stands tall. What a beast. And he's going to go for the recall right now as the wave is also slowly pushing into him. So Owner has to show himself on this top wave to push it in for Zeus. Such top lane difference here for Kingen. Back to back this Aatrox pick again.
And this relieves so much pressure on DRX. Mid lane's been struggling, a lot of ganks towards there and focus from Owner. Death and Beryl have been on a split map against the Karma support with Bard under their tower, but top lane is now winning. Herald is spawning in a minute. Kingen has the early serrated Durkins, can start pressuring this lane. Zeus even had the counter pick here. Gets level 6 here, Zeus, and I think he tries to find the all-in, but Kingen gets a small trade off. They reset, and then on the re-engage, Kingen kills him.
Exactly. Goes for the minions, levels up, uses all of the needle work there. He knows Zeus has nothing left. The ghost was already used here, so Kingen right on in, hits the Q3. Infernal Chain means he's dead.
No way
Ah.
out. Turns right back into a doll and falls over as the
No lo había visto, está
H-Rocks
padre eso.
popping off here for DRX in the top side, keeping this game nice and close. Still 3 minutes until the next Drake spawns, but Herald's going to be spawning soon. T1 have controlled early objectives so well in this game, but Owner's also got
No
his
tiene-
eyes on the bottom lane of
está perdiendo
DRX.
mucho.
Deft has no
Y él
resources
saca
to work with, and he must
casi una
take a
kill.
recall.
They're going to lose a couple plates here, DRX. T1, not only do they get the split map and the jungle invade, they also have TP on Gumayushi, so they get a free base. Deft struggling, Kingen is going to start up the Herald. It'll be a cross-map trade, but T1 are going to get so much from this play.
Yeah, Kadril, you were talking about Piosik's level 6 and where is he going to go. He's going straight to his winning lane with King in here. They started up on Vision, and again, T1 have made the call. They leave Guma pushing those plates on bottom.
But they can't finish the Herald. They know T1's ready to contest. Baker's coming up now too. Piosik, defensive ulti over the wall. Kingen with a World Ender. He's stuck inside the gravity well, but he goes forward.
Baker.
Baker dies. Zeka gets it. The shuffle to get the rest of them away. Carey has made his way up into
No.
the top side. Barrel goes for the flash binding, but he won't grab it. DRX get the kill, and they're back onto the Herald.
My God, Kingen is playing out of his mind right now, up against T1. They're at a disadvantage from the get-go.
No ha puesto
because
ningún
Piozik
ward
had to use so many
faker,
resources
ahí
to
dice
get
cero.
out, but Kingen goes in. They
Chavato.
secure this objective. They were supposed to in the first place, but T1
Y tiene
trying
dos
to fight
wards,
them back, testing the waters in this topside river.
And Zeka
Ahí se
doesn't
ve.
miss a beat. He follows him right
Pinche
back
Faker
up
no ha
with the
puesto
Azir.
wards.
Flash, pushback play with the ultimate. DRX secure
¿Eso
the
se la
window
baña?
for themselves. They wrest control back.
All bottom
¿Se
side
muere?
though. Gumayushi with the level 6 versus level 5 advantage goes for the Chains of Corruption. Barrel getting away from Faker here as he retreats into the top side river. Faker will chase him as long as he can, but Barrel is already gone. Let's take another look at the Rift Herald fight.
Okay, so this is the setup, and you see both mid laners
Hey.
coming over through the river. Because Piosik's goes on this run through the enemy jungle, has to ult all the way around the outside. Kingen then is the one who takes charge. Goes right at Faker. Zeka, no hesitation, follows him to finish it
Tal
off.
vez se equivocó
and
de
then
lado.
pushes out Owner and Zeus so they can refocus on that Herald.
I wonder if he wants to push them in instead and he's trying to finish off Faker as he dashes
Ya
forwards.
puso un guard.
Nevertheless, they get the kill and they get the Herald. Kingen landing all the sweet spots on that Aatrox, moving back to one top. Dragons up in 40 seconds. Beryl, of course, we saw off screen. He missed the flash Q like you highlighted, Flowers, and now he needs the level 6. They have the Herald if they want to brute force through a lane, but I feel like they need to repay Deft in this lane disadvantage with the Herald.
And I think where he goes with that level 6 you're talking about is straight at Faker. That is a no flash victor now after the last play. So Bard ultimate is prime.
The Drake in 20 seconds. The first one already in T1's pocket. You can see them trying to maintain control over the bottom side river.
Bueno.
Barrel gets a stun into the wall on Carrier to even out support health bars, but it's Piosik being found by Owner here in the river. He's got to retreat. Viego's going to take care of him there in that 1v1. And with the enemy jungler half HP, T1 has control over the river to start the Drake. Now there is a control ward for DRX. They're going to see what's going on here. So Owner drags it outside the wall where there is no vision, but he does not have the confidence to stick around. DRX is still willing to contest this.
Kingen is the only reason they can contest this. He pushed in top all the way and he's moved towards mid. T1 wanted
Kingen.
to start it up, but the Aatrox was collapsing down. Now in this 5v4 scenario,
Bueno.
DRX will start it
Buenos
up.
reflejos.
Zeus has TP. Kingen can TP back top though.
Exactly, it's a beautiful plan. They can make the play on Dragon, force 5v4, and then just have Kingen teleport back to his top turret.
Well, the Dragon's low. Owner's coming in. Is this going to be
Buena.
another steal? Barrel will block it with the CC. Beautifully buffered from Owner with a Heartbreaker to escape the Bard ulti. And that's DRX tying up the neutral objective count.
Kingen here, gonna go for the recall to purchase, and then go back to top side. Because the wave already dealt with here at the tower from Zeus. Cannon minion moving in.
No flash on Faker. Piosik has the ult. Zeka has the shuffle.
He's not going to get
Sigan,
the
sigan,
damage
sigan,
just yet.
sigan,
Piosik looking for it. There's your
Eso.
engage. Knocks him back out of the gravity well. Knocks him into the shuffle.
Sí.
Knocks him to his doom.
Oh.
And Zeka gets the kill. But now he's going to run. Remember, there's no ulti for Owner, but he's still going to grab the kill. 1-for-1 on mid laners as Zeus wants to run down Piosik. Owner's ready to follow. Stole the deal body.
No.
T1.
They're not out yet. Owner now gonna ult over the back of the Raptors to escape
Here
Kingen.
comes Kingen.
Kingen's ready to go. Zeus is trying to retreat.
Eso.
2-1. Infernal chains.
No.
Q2, but Q3 ain't gonna hit. Zeus walks out.
Faker falls, but it's the younglings of T1 and Zeus and Owner that carry him through the play. DRX are focusing down this mobile Victor, but they're ready to respond. Owner gets a couple kills back. Zeus chases Pyosik away, and it all comes off the back of this engage in mid, Kobe.
Exactly, Zeka starts it out. He doesn't want to fully commit at the beginning, waiting for
Y todo porque no pone guardas.
Hecarim here to get just close enough. Ults Faker back into the wall. They know he has no flash, so he can't disengage. But Owner's not going to let them get away with that one. Nails the stun onto Zeka, then picks up his body and is able to use his ear to get over the wall to follow up on Zeus's play.
Owner has targeted Zeka twice now with that Spectral Maul, and twice now he has found his mark.
Vato comiendo
T1 are
plátano.
fighting back.
Herald used mid. Little bit of gold over to Zeka. Mythic in
Ya
his
se
favor.
recuperaron
The
dinero.
Lulu's already. Faker has flash up. Zeka's ult's coming back off cooldown as well. 1 minute 30 seconds away from the Herald. DRX need to keep this mid pressure. Deft has been struggling in the lane phase. Herald used mid. Doesn't get a couple of plates gold. Needs to get towards that Mythic.
God, Owner has done so much for T1 this series.
Yeah.
So many clutch objective steals. And here, answering these kills in game number 5, setting themselves up to retake some vision. Now working
Se me
with
hace un poco
Carrier
raro que no
on
escogieran
that
nueva.
support roam tower.
Creo que la
Meanwhile,
nerfearon, ¿no?
Pyosik wants to look top. Zeus has no ghost.
Zeus also now without the W. Gwen is not immune.
Buena.
Pyosik with a devastating charge, bringing him right back into the range of Kingen. And Pyosik gets the kill.
Great setup there for the DRX top jungle. Kingen is 2 levels up on Zeus. Mid and bot have been a little bit even and behind for DRX on the bot side especially, but top lane, Kingen has been taking charge in this game 5.
And now bottom side, it's Gumyushi and Keria trying to push up as they know their top side has just taken another hit. Gumyushi and Keria, without having to deal with turret plates anymore, should be able to find the first turret of the game right here. Yes, they will. It's Gumyushi getting the credit.
They've been so powerful, so reliable, and they showed it. The first pick, Karma, instantly locking this one in. They pay their team back. They take down the first turret. Massive gold lead once again for Guma. And this time, he's on the lethality Varus, so that poke is really going to sting.
Por el momento este Def está fuera, pero Pyosik se la está rifando. Está muy por detrás en 20. Una kill. Este Gumyushi ya tiene el mítico y Def, ¿no?
And they're grouped up as a team. They're looking for picks. They're seeing what they can do.
Meanwhile, T1 again, they've got Guma on the bottom side, and with Guma channeling this recall here, looks like they, not gonna go for it. Teleport comes out here from Zeka though.
Guma also has a teleport to be able to join up. DRX have started the Herald, but T1's ready to fight for it. They're gonna bring
están todos. Buena. Buena.
Gonna lose a little bit of HP, but a lot of patience being lost on the Herald now. Down to 1600, down to 1100. It resets.
¿Alguien tiró ulti? No le tiró ulti este güey.
DRX still grouped up.
No.
T1 still trying to contest for this. Herald at 7,000. Kingen back into the pit. He stands alone from the rest of DRX now. He'll continue holding Herald aggro.
This could be the decider of the championship. Kingen off the side. Pyosik getting chunked out. T1 get the Herald.
Tenían que irse y no podían hacer nada.
Pretty quickly here in 16 seconds. DRX gonna retreat
Buena.
through mid lane.
Oh, Zeka's gonna put some damage on him.
Kingen?
On the flank.
¿Se mete?
He's gonna look for it, but a flash out from Faker keeps him safe. World Ender is a very important cooldown on a very fed member of DRX, but they've
Sí, es preferible el dragón.
They've got first shot here at the bottom side objective now.
And they can just trade it. That's actually a pretty good trade for them. Getting secondary tower. T1 though, you look at the response instantly with their macro.
Van a tirar la torre
They've
top.
got the Rift Herald. They're going to shove down these towers and make a hard push.
They might look for tier 2 as well. DRX have to use a lot of time to get this dragon down. Kingen's moving up. Should be in time to cover it. But look at Faker. He's trying to back up the top jungle of T1. Trying to look for that second
quieren la
tower. Will be a
segunda.
huge gold injection into Zeus if they can get it. Kingen needs to be very careful here. Faker is still around. Keria showing mid. Deft backing up his top laner. Zeus goes forwards.
Zeus trying to look for Kingen here.
Lo
But
mata,
Zeus
lo
losing
mata.
a lot of HP. Still has the big shot of needlework. Throws it out now. Kingen's gonna keep chasing him off. Ace in the hole. Only hits
No tiene
Owner. No
daño.
big deal. T1 will get the one turret there in the top side, but a defense on the tier 2 from DRX.
Small gold lead for T1, but DRX have that second dragon. Mountain Soul, incredibly powerful the longer this game goes on. can negate a lot of damage in these team fights. Zeka's gonna pick up the blue buff. All tower is still up for T1 though. DRX yet to crack one open. T1 have found two.
Guma has been so good with this Varus, with these snipes. I want to see what he can accomplish this game because the slow reduction on the Boots of Swiftness works on self-slows as well. We'll see if that means the difference between hitting the snipe, hitting the critical kill. Pyosik, though, making use of his move speed on Hecarim has been very lithe.
DRX's comp is very good at punishing no flash targets. Bard ultimate, the shuffle. Here it is!
Oh! But Gumayusi stepped forward to dodge.
No.
He has to flash to be able to get away. T1 will lose that critical
flash
on their AD carry, but Faker's now the target. Devastating charge, onslaught of shadows, but not enough damage. Zeka has to get away as Owner's ready to follow up.
Utiliza tu R. Bueno.
And Faker takes him out. Now Owner's got the charge to chase Zeka. He's gonna look for it. Barrel's ready to try to protect.
Buena.
And he gets him away on a magical journey.
It's Owner again to the rescue. He comes in for the counter on the Viego. He defends again. Faker now going to be able to push off the back of that. They've got the extra person advantage with Pyosik still sitting on a 12-second death timer. T1 pushing all three
Dev
lanes.
tiene que ya ponerse a hacer algo en la partida.
Coming out ahead, 100% kill participation for Owner and Faker. Ever since the start of the game, Owner's been trying his best to get Faker ahead. He is marginally in levels. Look at this again. Faker no flash lands the fear onto Faker, but Zeka can't do a lot of damage right now, and Owner is there to follow up. Flash stuns Pyosik, who has no ghost. They get the reset on the kill. They chase down Zeka, but he manages to get out.
Every time they go at Faker, he unloads a big combo. Pyosik, though, my goodness, going down so quickly there. Owner jumps on him. Gotta brush it off. Yup.
Think about the next play. This is your last game. It's all decided here. TP coming in from Faker. T1 want to pressure down this mid tower. DRX not a lot of wave clear to respond.
Barrel's getting locked down, but he gets away. Lots more damage pouring in, but not enough to kill him just yet. Pyosik's coming off from the side.
Tienen que hacer algo. Buena. Gamayusi.
Gumayusi's going to be targeted. He tries to get away.
Eso. Deft.
Zeka's trying to get away. They're finding more damage as Owner's about to fall out of Pyosik now.
Venga. Se murieron. Maten a Keria. Se salvó. Faker. ¡No! Sí. ¡Qué buena!
The engage to break the game open. That's going to be DRX on Baron. They take down 4 of T1.
¡Qué buena!
From Pyosik on the top side and then teleport in from
Very.
DRX circled T1 like sharks.
Dev hicieron bien, pero Zeka. No, se lo roba. Se lo roba. ¡No! ¡No! ¿Por qué?
The Varus pick! We again with the empowered Q snipe! Guma!
¡No! ¿Por qué? Pues ya van 3, hijo, te robaron 3.
DRX, how? It's all falling apart again. Well, look at the play. DRX collapse onto T1. They get the kills and they manage to pick up 4. Then they move towards the Baron. It comes off a great engage from Pyosik and Kingen. Deft almost dies to Zeus. The TP from Zeka was great for the flank. But again,
Ganan Pyosik. Y ahora gana Zeka.
Again, you're exactly right. This
Pyosik.
amazing.
Zeka.
With the flank comes in. They get 4 kills off of this.
Pyosik.
Chases it through with the Hecarim.
Very.
Ultimate came back up. They get
Pyosik.
Faker, they
Zeka.
get Keria, but they don't get Baron. Holy.
DRX, I think
moments before disaster.
Yeah, that's after the fight.
Yeah, moments before.
How does Gumayusi get this? Does he even have vision?
Vean, 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 vean.
Comes in, he must just about see it. The arrow of a lifetime.
No.
The steal
Sin
of a
visión.
lifetime
Sin
for Gumayusi.
visión. No.
That's twice in this series he's done it. T1 grab onto a miracle, and they have a chance in this game again.
T1 have more than a chance. They have a push here in the bottom lane. Everybody's ready to go. Zeka staying on the tier 2 in the top side. T1 have already broken the tier 3. They are looking for the inhibitor, and they will already take it.
Ahora la tienen más difícil.
Dragons up. T1 want to move towards it. They got the
Ya salió dragón.
Tier 2 top fell as well. Faker has flash.
Eso.
He has the flash. Piosik's trying to get it from him. Nice ulti coming out from Barrel, but Kingen is here in a 1v4. Kingen is about to die.
No.
He will
No.
T1 has taken out the Fed player. Barrel gets away over the wall, and DRX are collapsing.
T1 are running this game now. The push in mid comes through, but Zeka's here to respond. Dragon is up, so that should be a pretty easy exit objective. 2,000 gold lead for T1 right now in this game 5.
The power of a single ability, a single steal. T1 picking up the kills, they pick up the dragon in the aftermath. That will haunt Piosik forever.
No pueden hacer nada, por eso lo vendieron.
Now, DRX. The siege is over. It's heartbreak again, but they've never failed to bounce back every single time. Level-headed, 2 items on the Caitlyn. Azir will be their late-game insurance, but T1 just got a massive injection of gold.
Absolutely incredible from T1 when the pressure
Un toque
is
más ya
on.
tiene
Leave it
la
to
manu
the
Maru.
winningest organization
Marumano.
in the history of League of Legends
Muramana.
to have
Muramana.
the players, to have
Y hace
the
un chingo de daño esa
composure, and
madre.
to have the skill to claw their way back. What a series.
Se quedan
What a game
callados.
5 as T1 continue their command over the rift. Moving up, clearing the vision. Kingen is in a very precarious situation, perhaps.
Yeah.
They're going to see him there with Owner's Sweeper. It will show the red silhouette. 4 minutes until the Drake, 2.5 minutes until the Baron. Not really any objectives to fight over. Piosik activated the devastating charge, but meanwhile the T2 here on the top side will fall to T1.
Es que no pueden hacer mucho.
With the bot tower, but a lot more gold into T1's back pocket.
Seca ni modo que se vaya
Crossback's okay.
a vaquear y ya detengan todo. No, pues mejor pushear.
Just stalling till that spawns. 2 dragons apiece. Small gold lead for T1. But I think it's going to be pretty even around these fights. It's going to be very nuanced onto who can find the carries. Can Kingen land multiple Qs? Can Piosik find the engage onto Gumayushi? No Mikhail's up just yet.
Yep, again, you talked about it before, K-Drill. The barrel ultimate from Bard on one of these low mobility carries. Right now, Faker, no flash. If they can
¿Van por Zeus?
him, they can
Zeus.
follow it up with a trap. Zeus with the ghost instantly, though, for the move speed.
No, no, ya no lo
Yep,
consiguieron.
can get out from it. Kimtech Putrefier.
¿Se muere?
Tank, I should say, was not used. Zeus still looking to maybe come back and fight this. Has
Perdió
the
mucha
heal
vida,
ready. Piosik goes on a
pero no
magical
se muere.
journey. T1
Faker.
now, Faker's very low. Kingen's fighting 1v2. He gets himself away. It's a defensive ulti from Owner back over the wall.
He almost won that fight. Faker didn't have the flash, but he manages to get away. DRX are going to clear out these waves. Inhib still down, of course. 1 minute away from the Baron, and everyone will shift their attention towards the top side of the map.
Look at that grab. What on
No,
earth?
vean
Look at that
cómo
drop at 20 minutes
that's the
because
Baron
of the
right there.
fail. That's an arrow.
Se recuperaron y yo
through the
perdieron
gold
todo
star.
literalmente con el balón.
T1 and DRX leaving it all on the rift here today. T1 about to take out their 7th.
No puede estar cerca porque la R de Varus y luego ya le tiran todo.
DRX have bounced back from worse situations
Y no
in
tiene
game, though.
Sonias.
Again,
Si tuviera el
refocus on
Sonias,
the
tal vez
task
se
at
podía
hand. This is the
acercar.
last game of the year. Barrel
Ya
now
los
trying
vio.
to fight for some vision.
Buena.
Instantly disengages.
Yup. He knows how dangerous this is. He knows how deadly that fog of war is. With 30 seconds until the Baron spawns.
Ya se
T1
recuperó
have control over the
este
topside river.
And we're going to keep our eyes
Death.
on Faker. With this Lichbane build here, you can pump out a lot of damage if you can stay in a dangerous range, auto attack range of your opponents. Can he stay safe though? Still waiting on a few more seconds from his flash cooldown. Purchases up the stopwatch for himself.
Yep. Mid push still coming in. DRX need to crack this mid tier 1. It's such a pain to get vision. It's really hard to walk in enemy jungle when that tower is up. T1 still have a lot of topside vision. Faker pushes in the waves all the way to tier 3. DRX barely trying to get vision in their own jungle. Baron is up with the poke. Varus, it's not as fast as they might want, but with Viego and Victor, they can rush it down. Kingen has the TP.
Exactly. Kingen trying to push out that bottom wave and wait for T1 to start it. Here it comes. They don't have the best turn off of Baron. They don't have the best pick here for T1. It would have to come from Guma with the ultimate from Varus, sniping someone.
That's really the only engage
Okay.
mechanism available to T1. Def's going to utilize the range of the Caitlyn there to try to safely clear out some of these wards, putting the traps inside of the brush just to make sure if anybody steps too far forward, they're going to be caught out. Mist from Viego will allow him to step a little bit further forward. Inhib respawns at a pretty critical timer here for the side of DRX, but Barrel's about to die.
Oh, no.
And that could be big for T1.
DRX need to move in here, they need to look for a steal. Piosik's only way over is the ultimate.
Al menos que se lo robe Piozik, pero se está fallando mucho el güey.
Piosik's in the vicinity.
Piosik's looking for it, but Carry is zoning him away.
Eso,
T1 took some
los
serious
alejaron.
damage there from the Baron. They're going to get chased off.
Against all odds again, DRX numbers his advantage. They hold on, Dragon up in 20.
Sale dragón y es importante el de rocas.
T1 need to take a base. Level 16 is here right now. The range on DRX is so powerful. T1 are struggling.
Barrel's going to be back up for this dragon, coming straight from base. Here we go.
Look at Pjosik. He's moving his way
Wrapping around.
Trying to keep the
He wants a flank. He has ult ready.
Yeah, he's going to look for a flank onto the carries. T1 are completely unaware
¿Puede ser
of his
algo?
positioning. They'll see this push here and maybe
Muy
split out
peligroso.
Kingen, but they won't know where Pjosik is.
Zeus is going to walk towards the brush, but he won't take a ton of
No lo han
damage
visto.
there from Kingan's surprise attack. Kingan makes his way into the pit. Piozik is still behind them. Owner takes a chunk.
No tienen cerca a ese güey. ¿Qué intentan hacer?
Zeus going to move into the pit. He's ready for that angle now. Keria, Owner, both chunked a little bit. Zeka and the rest of DRX are not damaging the Drake any further. They're going to allow it to reset.
Sí, sí, sí.
Kingan finds Keria right when they need it most. But now he takes some damage back. He has to walk it off. The Drake's at 4K.
¿Se lo roba?
Damage over the wall.
No, no se lo robó, qué bueno.
Dragon is
¡Se muere!
secured. Gumayushi
¡Sí!
is down. And
¡No!
T1
¡Se murió uno!
to fight back. Piosik's under fire. He will drop. It is a 2 for 3 for 2 in the fight. Excuse me. But
Dos por
what
dos.
kind of League of
Cuatro.
Legends are we watching? Good Lord.
Madness is what we're watching. Piozik gets the dragon this time. DRX secure the objective. They secure the smite. And Kingen in the brush immediately deletes Keria. Hello.
Yeah, just walks on.
Era obvio.
He gets blown up
Headshot.
instantly. DRX, even though the flash came in, and then Guma has to flash, so then the Bardal from Beryl lands onto Gumayushi, but I feel like DRX really
Muy buena de
overcome the
King.
Varus and walk into the way
Esa R también.
Zeus and Owner. They managed to get the AD carry down. They invest so much, however, that Owner gets the resets.
Look at that. Owner
Pero ahí,
blasting them, picking
Owner
up the
se la
Aatrox
rifó
body from the
con el
flame.
alma de Aatrox.
Kingen as well, and zapping down the last kill. Gold pretty close still with the extra dragon here, leading up to Soul Point now. And Keria knows. Walking into that trap, into that brush, into that Aatrox.
It's the same story as the entire series. Gold lead over to T1, Dragon lead over to DRX. They're
Un
on
cuarto.
point. They're happy waiting.
Está bien el daño.
Death's getting closer and closer to that Infinity Edge breakpoint. When he gets that,
Pero se va a
item, he's
recuperar
getting
rápido.
so much damage and he's so very close. T1 wants to play. The side laners aren't even pushing sides anymore.
Más por el crepúsculo. Tiene robo de vida.
Is hovering around the bot side jungle.
DRX have mid pushed out. It is a lot of focus here on this mid lane. Both teams now taking an opportunity, resetting a little bit.
Se lo pueden hacer escondidas, pero no. Es muy arriesgado.
Critically, DRX did get the objective in that last fight. Zeus going to back away as he sees Beryl here. DRX still maintaining a defensive position, seeing if there's anything to find, but Zeus gets away with the blast cone. The game, only 2,000 gold apart, 30 minutes in. Now the Infinity Edge, active for Deft, is going to be a big difference maker.
Deft ya tiene de Infinity, sí es cierto. Se le acaba de terminar.
And San Francisco, are you not entertained?
No,
A little bit of extra speed there for Piochik.
¿se equivocó de botón o nada más era como para tantear el agua? 31 minutos y ya no tiran la primera torre.
T1 have taken many more objectives this game. Zeus will move into the pit. He'll clear out some of the vision. Barrel gets pulled down by some of the fire from Gumayushi's arrows.
2 minutes on Dragon. Soul Point, of course, with DRX. Let's not forget. The Baron dance continues around Vision, around this wave in mid. DRX really need this tower if they want to start controlling the map. T1 have been holding on.
And as they dance, again, Guma has no flash. He dodged away from the Bard ultimate this time, but
Nadie tiró nada malo.
They get what they came for.
O sea, el flash o algo así. Buen daño. Zeus contra Kingun gana Kingun.
Zeus has level advantage here. Kingun doesn't find sweet.
Ahora gana más.
But he's got backup. Zeus is going to be caught. DRX moving in for the T1 top.
Buena. Ahora pueden bailar el dragón, el varón.
DRX rally around their top laner. Now with that extra kill, they can easily push down top side and slip into this barren river.
40 seconds on Zeus and he has TP. DRX still have a couple of ultimates to work with. They've had so much
Zeus debió haber al menos intentado huir.
Willing to start it up again. Owner's alive. T1 have the mid push. They're going all for it. All the cards are on the table.
Flank. They're wrapping
Plan.
around.
Atrás, estás atrás. Ahí está Keria. No, vete. Oh, se muere. Se metió. Faker, murió. Keria. Se muere. ¡Sí!
They get the flank off. Keria fights it.
¿Por qué iba a caer?
Attack it, but it still works. Pioshik finds Faker.
And Faker doesn't have
Creo que quieren el dragón.
don't even go towards the Baron. Dragon Souls up in 35
Creo que el
seconds.
arma es más importante que el varón en este momento.
What's the call here from DRX? They're avoiding the Baron. We're going to look at this fight again. Zeka is the hero.
Keria here, look at this. He finds the flank and T1 all come to try and
Ahí se mete Pionzik. ¡Fum! El daño que le hizo Faker, ve. Ni lo dejó tirar nada. Sí, fue Zeka el MVP.
We need to go back to live. The ult comes out onto Keria. Looks like DRX have based. They're on this dragon, but T1 are going to threaten.
2 y 3, exacto.
DRX will get the soul. Piosik's here.
Ellos no están cerca. Ya tienen el alma asegurada. Ah, no te mueras, Def. No. Ok, no pasa nada, tiene el alma. Tal vez pierdan varón, pero el alma es más importante. Beryl tiene R. No, quisieron arriesgarse.
You're absolutely right, Flowers. Deft was really low HP as well. Had to use the summoners to escape.
Esa qué rara.
Managed to get the Baron in trade for the soul. DRX were trying to stall them, so they just ran headfirst into them to force the fight. Pushed back Deft, killed Kingan. And now what can T1 get done with this Baron? The soul will last forever. The Baron's only going to be up for a couple minutes.
Very dangerous pushing on the side lane as well. Now that death cap had come in for Zeus.
Oh, esto ya duró un chingo.
At the top of the charts, both top laners. Let's take a look at the spread though. 1-3-1 initially.
Ahí están. No te muevas. Eso.
They've gone back to base.
It's the outline.
Zeka gets the rabbit on.
Ya se fue.
This is here, getting closer and closer to full build.
This is the game 5 we were promised. This is the perfect ending to this series. Both teams are just battling here in game number 5. Deft with the Caitlyn working on that 4th item. It's not been a fantastic game for him, falling behind early on. But now that he's fed, now that it's late game, things
Media
can be a
vida.
little scary. Faker at half HP, Ace in the hole, doing a good job chunking him out. And DRX, they've dropped the Sun Disc there in mid.
Ya casi tiene TP, pero no creo que lo gaste.
Baron still under the possession of T1.
DRX make a nice hard push on mid and top lane to try and nullify and reduce the amount that T1 can get with this Baron. They're just trying to delay, because then they come out ahead with the power of this mounted soul.
Buena.
Oh, nice.
Baron buff wasting away.
Yeah,
Eso era muy arriesgado.
Closer and closer towards that bloodthirster. Caitlyn can become so powerful. T1 don't actually have a reliable auto.
Tienen que esperar un minuto con 14.
Gwen, their AD carry is a poke champion, whereas Deft will get closer to 6 items. Azir as well, such powerful late game scalers. that will melt through T1, so they want to push their advantage while they have this Baron buff. Only 1 minute left on it.
Ya no tiene tanto daño. Con el alma.
On T1 is the ulti from Gumayushi. He was the hero with the arrow back at the Baron, but now T1 are trying to use what's left of this 45 seconds of Baron buff.
Look at these wards behind T1. They need to be really careful.
40
If they
segundos.
overstep, King can TP behind them.
Nada más tienen 2 pusheadas.
Zeus will be ready and waiting for
Vete,
Pioshik.
vete,
Pioshik's
vete.
gonna have to
No,
hold out.
no.
Pioshik gets the kill, and T1
50 segundos.
Guma nailed him with the chains of corruption, and Pioshik falls. 40 more seconds on his death timer now, and look at this. The brush play from Kingen. Can he pull it back?
Baron buff falling off in 15 seconds. Bot lane inhibitors open.
Zeus.
Might be caught here, Kingen.
Zeus
Honor.
does not have an ulti. They used it for the pick. Now he's going to try to run from Kingen, who keeps the chase going. Q2 finds him. Q3
Okay,
is not going to get
entretuvieron.
nothing more than a chicken. DRX still
Van
trying
a
to
tener
hold
que
on.
vender eso.
Depth backing away, Zeka backing away. T1 looking for the inhib. You would think they should be able to find this one, no problem. There it is. T1 take bot lane inhib for the second time this game.
I can't imagine how
7
much
segundos.
pressure all of these players are under in this game 5. T1 managed to crack that inhibitor like you highlighted, Flowers. But they still have the Mountain Soul. The pick didn't net them an end. Elder's up in 2 minutes 20, Baron's up in 2 minutes 40, roughly the same time on the spawns. So they're going to need to juggle both the objectives to make sure, most importantly, the Elder doesn't go over for free.
So much riding on this next team fight. Instantly picking up as many stopwatches as you can. Guardian Angel over here. Zhonya has been there for Faker.
Yeah.
He disengages. This fight means everything.
What a series. This one's delivering, man. Everything I hope for. Everything I hope for is what we're getting, and now we're seeing so many champions get so powerful. Just like it's been this whole series, it's gonna come down to execution.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down who can really stand tall in these biggest of moments.
It's going to be a very fitting ending to what has been such a beautiful story between these two teams. T1, the bounce back and the struggles from MSI, and DRX, the surprise to the world. Elder up in 1 minute 20 seconds. Trying to contest a little bit of bot side vision here. T1 looking to see if they can find a pick.
Eso está cardíaco, ya nadie se quiere que su garra, ya nada más están esperando un error.
To deal with walking into the fog that is their own bottom side jungle. T1 will clear out any wards they come across. They still have a small gold lead, but at 39 minutes into the game, it's not that big of a deal. Bloodthirster for death.
Todos tienen
A bit
todo.
of extra survivability, sustainability here in the fights.
We've mentioned multiple times how little
Ellos-
CC T1 have to work with.
DRX tiene
So
2
much looking
zonas.
at the objective first, forcing DRX to go through these small pathways, let them hit the skill shots. Guma on the front line.
Guma's on the front
Tiene
line.
escudo, no importa.
The hole's only going to hit the shield.
The last time T1 went to a game 5 in a World Championship was against Damwon, and it came down to an Elder Dragon fight.
El dragón ancestral va a ser importante. Oh,
Barrel goes for the ulti.
No tiene
but
flash.
Faker has fast enough feet to barely dodge forward out of it.
Guma no flash, Guma no ultimate. Owner blows up the blast cone though. Kingen finding his way around. This Aatrox, a pest in the T1 side. They're going through mid though.
Yeah, they're going through mid here, T1. DRX are pinging this top wave. There's a threat imminent. Kingan's on the flank.
Kingan's looking for it. He has been the
No,
X-Factor.
no, no,
Barrel's
no.
gonna die. He barely gets away. Pioshik
Se salvó.
Treat Barrel
Se salvó.
alive somehow. Redemption's coming down. It's gonna heal him up. T1 moved in. Kingan was
Se
not
curó
able
un
to
kick
respond there
chinga.
with the flank. He'll steal the enemy red buff for the upcoming fight. T1
Seca,
chunking
hazte
out the
TP.
health bars. Decide to go for the Elder. Kingan's
Honor.
still ready. TP coming back in for DRX.
¿Te lo puedes robar? Eso.
Zeus goes over the wall, but Kingan's ready to find him. Q1, Q2 finds his place back inside the pit. Drake gonna slightly reset.
Ya se curó el güey, ve.
Kingan ult is off. Barrel has the ultimate back up. No carries on the flashes.
Look at the trap line. Look at the cannon.
Ahí hazlo.
He's trying to zone him away. Owner goes in. Owner
Sí, sí.
Drake secured. T1's jungler.
No, Faker.
T1's going for the base. They're going for the Nexus. Can they do it in time? Kingan comes back.
Kingan.
Owner Drake is ready. But what can he do? Q3. No damage. Just
Faker, se muere. Se salva. Sí.
Down. DRX. Hold.
Se muere
Kingen
Gumayusi.
gets back He does it! Gumayushi's gonna find the ultimate
Eso.
on Yoshik, but they still have the Elder Dragon buff on DRX. They're gonna run straight back into the hearts of T1.
21 segundos para
This is it. T1 are
Keria.
so vulnerable and wounded. DRX have the Elder Dragon. 4 members down. It's on Gumayushi to hold the line.
10 segundos
DRX are
y
coming.
20 para
World
Honor.
Championship title.
The Cinderella story! DRX are pushing in!
DRX, they're on to inhibitor turret number 1. Only Keria is going to be up. It's still 10 seconds.
Ya salió
on
Keria.
Owner.
5.
DRX will march
No.
forward. Keria wants to hit the wave. King can go
Gamayusi? Sí.
He's dead.
Sí.
He's been doubted.
¿Qué?
He's been discounted. They have been
Sí.
dismissed. But DRX
Sí.
2022 World
Ganaron. Ganaron. Oh my god.
They complete the miracle run.
The miracle run.
Just witnessed the most
There's the
incredible
plane.
story in history. DRX have done it. T1 are shell shocked. They're stunned.
No fourth
Oh.
seed had even made it to finals, let alone winning the world championship. Deft in his 10th year.
He won the world title. He's won MSI, he's won LPL, he's won LCK, he's won Rift Rivals against
Sí duele,
Korea, but
sí
he's never
duele.
won a world championship and he's done it. He's done it.
One of the greatest finals in League of Legends history. People are going to be watching that VOD for years to come until the servers go down. What a show from these two teams.
Death beats Keria. They wanted the title together, but only one can walk home victorious. And Death deserves
Pobre
to see
Keria,
so
ese güey sí le
many
caló.
things.
Vean cómo tiembla. Es humano, güey. Es humano. No puedo creerlo.
All of the emotion. The whole year boiled down to this. The group of friends that made the miracle run. Through all the objective steals. The mentality of diamonds. Untiltable, unassailable. DRX World Champions.
En la última teamfight, Keria vio que se jodieron a Gumayusi y ya de volada se vio en su cámara que le caló. Desde playing contra EDG, una remontada. Vean. Contra GNG, los números unos de Corea. Ellos eran los cuartos. Jinx. Pues podemos asegurarnos que Caitlyn tiene skin. Yo diría que Caitlyn no. Atrox tiene skin. No sé si Azir o Sylas. No se escucha, no se escucha.
2022
Ah, ya.
League of Legends World Champions DRX. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you to three people that would like to congratulate DRX on their victory. Nicolas Laurent, CEO of Riot Games, John Needham, President of Esports, and Naz Alata, Global Head of League of Legends Esports.
¿Qué pasó con Trindamare? Otra que no se escucha.
To an unforgettable Worlds run. Tonight truly goes down in League of Legends history. And to commemorate
sí.
your achievement, we are honored to present you with the Summoners Cup and the 2022 World Championship rings. On behalf of League of Legends Esports, on behalf of
¿Qué pasó con
Riot
Trindamare
Games,
y Rice?
congratulations, DRX,
¿Ya no son los
on your
CEOs
historic
de Riot Games?
victory.
LOL. En Sonillo tienen un LOL. Qué buena onda. Pyojin sigue sin caerme bien. Se la rifó. Creo que el MVP sería Zeka.
Thank you so much for helping congratulate our champions. I'm so happy I get to talk to them. Thank you, Ji-sun, for helping me. I don't even know where to begin, but I'm going to give everyone a chance to enjoy this moment. But maybe I want to start with Kinging, because what an unbelievable Game 5, and I'd love to know what was said before getting into that Game 5 and how you look back on your own performance in helping DRX getting the World Championship.
우선 가장 먼저 킹겐 선수에게 여쭤보고 싶습니다. 5세트도 정말 극적인
poner esos
한판이었는데요. 5세트에 임하면서 어떤 주문을 되뇌이며 어떤 부분에 준비하면서 마음을 추스렸는지, 그리고 킹겐 선수의 이번 시리즈 활약을 어떻게 평가하시는지, 어떻게 DRX를 우승까지 이끌었다고 생각하시나요?
일단 마인드 같은
Otro que no se escuchaba. Pongan atención, hijos. Pongan atención. Se les está yendo
재밌게 하면
el audio a todos lados.
좀 영광스러운 이런 자리라든지 아니면 저희가 좀 궁극적으로 이제 이기고 지기고가 중요한 게
Abro
아니라
Instagram y lo
재밌게
primero que me sale
하자를
es esto.
마지막 세트까지
World
그렇게
Champion.
얘기하면서 했던 것 같고
En menos de 5 minutos.
사실 제가 정규 시즌 때는 굉장히 좀 제 스스로도 만족하지 못하고 좀 불만족스러운 경기를 많이 했다고 생각을 해요. 근데 결국 제가 마지막에 있는 거 보니까 제가 이때 동안 걸어왔던 길들이 결국 제가 이 자리에 있게 하기 위해서 그렇게 힘들고
Ah, ya se aventó el primer testamento el güey.
영광스러운 자리를 제가 하게 돼서 너무 기분 좋은 것 같습니다.
So we always have this mindset in our mind, regardless of this, size of the stage we're going on, it's a glorious stage. So I just wanted to make sure that we are having fun, we are enjoying the moment. It doesn't have to be winning or losing. We wanted to just enjoy playing this game. And looking back my regular split, I was underperforming. I was not happy with how I performed, but now I'm the last man standing. I got to realize that every step that I took was worth it, and it made who I am right now.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Next up, I'd like to go to you next, Deft. 10 years of fighting for this, milestone after milestone after milestone.
Ya puede decir que
So
está
far,
contento el
but
güey.
now the highest honor in League of Legends. What does it mean to you to finally be able to call yourself a League of Legends World Champion?
데프트 선수 정말 축하드립니다. 10년간의 정말 커리어 끝에 이렇게 리그 오브 레전드 최고의 영광스러운 자리에 오르게 되었는데요. 이번 토너먼트를 통해서 계속해서 새로운 기록을 세우고 새로운 기록을 세운 끝에
Ese güey está.
챔피언이 되셨습니다.
Def se lo merecía. Se lo merecía. La verdad.
마침내 월드 챔피언이 되신 소감 부탁드립니다.
나이도 먹어서 이제
울면 안 되는데 자꾸 울어가지고 죄송하고.
Oh, qué tierno, vean. Es que también estar ahí en el estadio es muy inspirador, o sea, sentir toda la gente. Esa gente es unos cuantos, 300,000. Déjame buscar la capacidad.
사실 이 자리에서 네, 뛰는 거랑 이제 이기고 나서 이 자리에 서는 것까지 사실 저희가 데뷔한 이후로 하루도 빠짐없이 상상만 했던 일인데 그게 현실이 돼서 너무 좋은 것 같고, 또 사실 이 자리에 서면은 언젠간 말하고 싶었던 말이 있는데, 이제 제가 세상에서 제일 잘한다고 이 자리에 섰을 때 말하고 싶었는데 이 자리에 서고 나니까 그냥 제가 잘하는 게 중요한 게 아니고
23,500 personas.
저희 팀이 제일 잘하는 게 제일 중요한 것 같아요. 그래서
Imagínate que te griten tu nombre.
포함한 이제 저희 팀원들이랑 감독 코치님 또 프론트 분들까지 그냥 다들 너무 감사드립니다. 그리고 네, 팬분들도 너무 감사드립니다.
First off, apologies to everyone because I am too old to cry like this, but I'm really overwhelmed right now. And ever since my debut, every single night I've been dreaming about myself winning World Championship, going to the finals, winning the very last match, but it was only a dream. But now I made it, so I'm so happy right now. And at the same time, there was one thing that I wanted to say once I get up the stage after winning the World's finals, which was I'm the best player in the world. But today, I got to realize myself being the best player doesn't matter. It's about our team being the best team in the world, and today we were the best team. And I want to say thank you to all the players, all the coaching staff, everyone worked for DRX, and also obviously all the fans out there. Thank you.
Creo que si ellos hubieran perdido, Def hubiera llorado mucho.
And not in the least, Zeka, what an unbelievable year and what an unbelievable rise to the top. There were many that doubted you along the way in the past, but you proved them all wrong today. How does it feel to become a world champion?
제카 선수 또 올 한 해 정말 눈부신 성력을 보여줬고 또 정말 엄청난 퍼포먼스를 이번 월드에서 보내주셨는데요. 이렇게 많은 분들이 과거에 제카 선수를 의심했지만 이번 자리에서 우승을 통해서 그들이 모두 틀렸다는 걸 증명하셨습니다. 소감이 어떠신가요?
일단 말로 설명할 수 없는 기분이고, 사실 저도
Sé que creo que en el novato, ¿no?
설경이 너무 시원하게 울어줘서 저 대신 잘 울어준 것 같고, 일단은 같이 해준 팀원들 너무 고맙고, 이 자리까지 올 수 있는 것도 말도 안 되는데 너무 다 잘해준 것 같아요.
This year was crazy. It's impossible to describe how I'm feeling right now. I almost felt like I was crying, but at the same time, Def was crying so much. So thank you, Def, for making my spare of crying. And I want to say thank you to all my teammates for working so hard, and thank you, everyone.
Okay. And Piotrek, if I am honest, I think it was quite a difficult series for you in the beginning, but it is unbelievable how you turned it around. Can you tell me about keeping your focus and keeping your confidence in order to bring it home?
이제 표식 선수 사실은 이번 경기를 전부 다 놓고 봤을 때 초반에는 표식 선수에게 굉장히 어려운 흐름도 나왔던 것 같은데요. 어떻게 이렇게 계속 집중력을 유지하면서 마지막까지 좋은 경기력을 보여주고 자신감을 유지해서 이런 대역전이 나올 수 있었다고 생각하시나요?
사실 오늘 경기는 이제 며칠 전 스크림 이런 게 아니고 저희가 시즌 초부터 하나하나씩 닦아놓고 배워나가면서 또 감코진과 선수분들이 다 저한테 많은 정보를 알려주고 너무 잘 가르쳐줘서 되게 이럴 땐 어떻게 하고 어떻게 할지 이제 롤드컵 와서 되게 잘 보였던 것 같습니다.
I want to say the result we have today, it's not about how the scrim went like last week's. It's more about every games we played throughout the year, every lessons that my coachings have taught me and how I should perform at Orioles, how I have to cope with all the difficulties, and it worked out.
It definitely did. And then Beryl, a Bard in Game 5, which was unbelievable. Can you first tell me why the choice for the Bard in that all-important
No puse
game?
atención a ese güey.
베리 선수 가장 먼저 5세트에 등장한 바드에 대해서 여쭤보고 싶습니다. 가장 중요한 순간에 바드 픽한 이유가 무엇인가요?
Ah, es que SEO son los güeyes que aparecieron. Y los dueños siguen siendo Trindamare y Rice. Son los dueños, aunque no trabajen.
So I had plenty of options, and then I was like, as long as my pick can go through lane, because I realized today's series we're going to the late games, so I was like, I would rather round out the comp for my teammates.
Yes, a visionary. And Beryl, you went to the World Championship final 3 times in a row, and you've won it 2 out of those 3 times. You are the best support in the world. What do you think makes you so good and has made you so good these last 3 years?
베리 선수는 지난 3년간 계속해서 월드 결승에 진출하셨고요. 그중 2번은 우승을 달성하셨습니다. 이렇게 베리 선수가 지난 3년간 서포터로서 셋째 포수로서 놀라운 활약을 보여줄 수 있는 비결이 뭐예요?
일단 솔직히 오늘 한정에서는 상대팀 캐리어 선수도 되게 잘했다고 생각하는데 저희 팀이 좀 더 되게 차분하고 잘했다고 생각해서 오늘 경기를 이겼던 것 같아요.
Just looking at today, I want to say Kyria also performed really well, but I think our team was the one being a lot more calm and collected.
Okay. Pioshik, maybe you know what's coming. When you won your quarterfinal, you did a little victory ceremony, and I saw you did it again actually in Atlanta. Do you feel comfortable doing it again?
팩스 선수 어떤 게 다가올지 이미 좀 예상하신 것 같은데 8강도 승리하고 멋진 세레머니를 보여주셨고요. 아틀란타에서도 멋진 세레머니 보여주셨는데 이 자리에 다시 한번 우승 세레머니 부탁드려도 될까요?
Ah, y ahí va a salir lo de cringe. No, no lo quiero ver. A este mocoso. Posiblemente eso se lo pongan en la... ¿Cómo se dice? En el recal.
I'm not sure again what it was, but I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, maybe Hecarim.
어떤 세레머니였나요?
헤카림이 이기고 망자의 갑옷까지 얻고 이동속도 600까지 올라가는 그런 모습이었습니다.
It's myself
Nerf
and
Atrox,
with
sí, sí es cierto.
movement speed boost with the E skill, also the active items and hitting 600 movement speed.
Nice. This is one of my favorite parts of Worlds, I gotta say. I have a couple of more questions for you, Deft. When we look back at the 10 years that you've been playing, what has been your motivation through all that time? Because many other players would have given up and would have not kept fighting.
그리고 데프트 선수에게 다시 한번 여쭤보고 싶은데요. 지난 약 10년이 가까운 이런 커리어 중에서 어떻게 계속 스스로 동기부여가 될 수 있었는지 사실은 대부분의 선수들은 정말 포기하고 주저앉을 수 있었을 텐데 데프트 선수가 이렇게 계속 동기부여를 할 수 있었던 원동력이 무엇이었나요?
Es difícil porque necesitas primero tener buena memoria. Para lo que te dijo la morra. Como puede ser un párrafo muy grande, como no. Luego tienes que traducirlo al mismo tiempo. No puedes decirlo así.
So I knew that my best talent is League of Legends, and if I cannot be the best player in the world after playing League, I was telling to myself I will not find any success in my life, and I didn't want to give up.
And we are very happy for that. Deft, would you like to take this moment to talk to all the fans, not just here supporting you around the world and especially back home in Korea?
마지막으로 이제 여기 있는 많은 팬분들뿐만 아니라 또 한국에 계신 팬분들께 한마디 부탁드립니다.
사실 10년
No puse atención, estaba pensando en otra cosa.
팬분들까지도 다들
엄청나게 긴 시간이었을 거라고 생각하는데 그 시간 동안 정말 제가 힘들 때 쓰러지지 않도록 항상 버텨주셔서 이렇게 이 자리까지 올 수 있었던 것 같고 네, 다들 오랜 친구 같아서 네, 정말 감사합니다.
It's been 10 years for me, and it has been a long time for my fans as well. And they were there always when I was having a hard time. They were there for me. It feels like my fans are my good old friends. I want to say thank you.
Ya, que levanten la copa y le den las
While the
medallas.
Summoners Cup has a new home for next year, there's still one more honor left to award this evening. Experts from every competitive region around the world have weighed in, and now it is time to meet the 2022 OnePlus Finals MVP.
OnePlus MVP 2022, ¿quién es? Digo que seca.
Bro can be like, yo, 5v2, 2 picks, Trimby should know. Trimby saw them. I think he saw them.
Es que por ejemplo Pionsin era bueno, pero perdió 3 varones. Y ahí le disminuyó. Seca con Asir se la rifó. Ay, no pusieron al super.
Pleasure to introduce your 2022 OnePlus Finals MVP, Kingen.
Todo Kingen. Bueno, se lo merecía.
Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, Kingen. How much did you expect this after, I guess, especially your Game 5 performance?
킹겐 선수 정말 축하드립니다. MVP에 선정되실 것을 어느 정도 예상하셨는지, 특히나 5경기 경기력이 대단하셨는데요. 이렇게 파이널스 MVP에 선정될 걸 예상하셨나요?
예상한 것 같고 그만큼 제가
Por eso ya me quiero ir a comer.
4경기 때만 되면 항상 뭔가 좀 뭐에 홀린 듯이 좀 검투사 정신이 발휘한 건지 상대를 못 죽이면 내가 죽는다는 마인드로 약간 야수의 심장으로 임하다 보니까 좀 마지막에 포텐이 좀 많이 터진 것 같아요.
I kind of saw it coming because whenever I had the game 4 and 5, I become a duelist, you know. I go all in or go home, you know. I always look for fights. I become a beast. And then I was able to get this, you know, performance.
Unbelievable. He was a beast indeed. Kingen, when you look at kind of the whole year and the struggles that DRX has had, but also the fact that you never let up and you always kept achieving your goals even though people counted you out. How do you look back on the journey you have traveled this entire year?
그러면 킹겐 선수 올 한 해 여정 어떻게 돌아보시는지 궁금합니다. 사실은 많은 분들이 또 의심을 하기도 했고 많은 분들이 응원을 보내주지 않은 순간도 있었는데 올 한 해 여정을 놓고 보면 어떤 감상이 드시나요?
제가 정규 시즌 때부터 지금 이 자리에 있기까지 제가 사실 좀 생긴 거랑은 다르게 되게 뭔가를 추진하는 거에 대해서 굉장히 고민도 많이 하고 뭔가 많이 망설이는 성격 때문에 뭔가 보시는 분들도 좀 많이 답답한 장면이라든지 좀 아쉬운 장면이 많이 나왔던 것 같은데 좀 이제 월즈로 오게 되면서 이제 감독님이 항상 하시던 말이 이 승부의 세계에서는 망설이는 사람이 지게 된다고, 그렇다고 이제 막 생각 없이 하는 건 아닌데 이제 망설이는 사람이 진다 이 말을 되게 많이 해주셨단 말이에요. 그게 제 플레이에 많이 영향을 준 것 같고 그래서 오늘 과감한 플레이도 좀 잘 성공을 해서 이런 자리까지 만들어진 거라고 생각합니다.
Throughout the domestic league, I'm pretty sure that I was underperforming because unlike how I look, I actually hesitate a lot. You know, I know a lot of fans were also frustrated because I was not giving a go for the aggressive plays. But heading into this Worlds, our coach Song he always told me the one who hesitates is the one that loses, and that has become a motto for my play. That has impacted my play the most, and I always kept that in mind. And today, I was able to pull off the aggressive moves.
O sea, ay, no se ve.
Awesome to also credit the coaching staff, which are always so important in these victories. So I want to give you the floor to maybe say something about all the people that surround DRX and make sure that you can play your best game.
그렇다면 이제 DRX에 계시면서
Ese sí me caló.
킹겐 선수가 최고의 퍼포먼스를 보여줄 수 있게 도와주신 모든 분들께 혹시 하고 싶은 말씀이 있는지 궁금합니다.
어떻게 보면 식상할 수도 있지만 제가 힘들 때부터 좀 보시느라 힘들었던 우리 엄마 아빠랑 그리고 우리 할머니랑 할아버지까지 너무 고맙고 그리고 이제 봐주셨던 팬들도 좀 많이 감사하고 제가 막상 이런 멘트를 좀 준비해 오면 뭔가 잘 할 수 있을 것 같았는데 막상 좀 잘 안 되네요. 마지막으로 하고 싶은 말은 그냥 제 주위에 있었던 모든 사람들한테 너무 기다려줘서 고맙다는 말 하고 싶고 이번에 우승했지만 이제 내년도 절대 자만하지 않고 항상 배운다는 마음가짐으로 내년도 화이팅 해보겠습니다. 감사합니다.
This might sound a little bit boring, but first off, I want to start off by saying thank you to my mom and dad, and also my grandma and grandpa, who has been supporting me throughout all this time, and also all the fans who have supported me. And I want to say everyone that was around me, who supported me, and who was just like being next to me, watching me become a professional player and supporting me, I want to say thank you for following my journey. And I thought of preparing a script for this to be better at it, and it's harder than I expected. But yeah, I want to say thank you to all the people that were around me. Thank you.
I think you did great, for sure. Fans in San Francisco and everybody around the world, join me once again in congratulating your 2022 OnePlus Finals MVP, Kingen. And now you can rejoin your team and raise the Summoners Cup crafted by Tiffany & Co. one more last time as the League of Legends World Champions.
이제 팀원분들과 함께 트로피를 들어올리면서 우승의 순간을 만끽하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
El micrófono, hijo. También dame el trofeo, hijo. Dámelo también, sí, te lo cuido. No me lo voy a chingar.
Thank you.
Thank you. ¿Quién dijo thank you? Una Yumi salvaje.
And there you have it. DRX will not be denied. Deft will not be denied. His world championship. It went the distance. They were pushed in every possible way. But every member on this team showed up today to bring it home.
There could have been like another Baron steal. They got a lot more neutrals.
No puede ni con el trofeo,
This is the greatest
así de mamados son los players de League of Legends.
There's never been a team in world history.
Nunca he cargado un trofeo, así que no sé. No me digan porque... Pero al menos sí puedo cargar un garrafón. Y no creo que pese más de 40 kilos. El garrafón pesa 20.
Yet the level of growth has been phenomenal. What an incredible experience it has been to watch this team go from where they started to where they are now. World champions DRX, a team that no one believed possible, have made it.
That's the big thing about their story for me, right? Is that they haven't always been this good. Like, they haven't always been they never were, let's be real, projected to win. Even at the beginning of today, this Worlds trophy. And I think that's what makes their story so much better. And like, this is a massive historic run coming from play-ins, being the first team to come up from that. The way they look domestically, barely qualifying to this event at all as Korea's 4th seed, and then looking shaky throughout until they just kept taking wins and kept taking wins, and it really seemed like they gained momentum even in their
Bueno, aquí ya lo voy a ir
losses,
dejando.
right? They took a step
Ya duró
back,
bastante.
they readjusted.
1 hora y 14. Lo voy a cortar. Pero bueno. Si ya les gustó, suscríbanse, coméntenlo, compartan con sus amigos. Nos vemos en el siguiente. Estuvo muy buena, la serie. Nos vemos.